Streaming and recording.
Oh, we're recording?
We're streaming too.
Oh, we're streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Right now.
Yes.
Oh, you need to tell me this shit, man.
I just said we're streaming and recording. Then you questioned when I said it.
I know. I mean, you didn't do the, I'm playing with my beard. Yeah. 3, 2. That's fine, too. And give me the middle finger. I don't give a shit. Or, hey, dick sucker.
I will do a countdown from now on.
Yes, man. I don't know when you're...
I've never done a
we're
countdown.
No, because you catch this fucking
You always
raw
ask,
shit.
are we recording? I'm like, okay, fine, I'll start it.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're here live from the tablecloth.
He's actually made that a
this
habit.
This is metal perspective. Well, it's from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
But it's, from System of a Down. Lies from the tablecloth. So we're live from the tablecloth. Anyway, we're going to talk today about Mr. Ted Nugent. We went to his concert there at the Plaza.
Quite a concert it was.
Yeah, it was quite the concert. I feel like it was, I think him and ZZ Top are the last real rock and roll bands out there. I mean, like real true blue rock and roll, not heavy metal, not hard rock, just flat out fucking rock and roll. There's nothing like that anymore.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure ZZ Top seem like they're still very much in love with their own music.
Oh yeah, ZZ Top loves their music. It seems like
a lot of bands have a tendency, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but quite a few bands have a tendency to fall out of love with their own music, or they just stop caring. And not that I necessarily blame them. I get it, doing something for 40, 50 fucking years. Yeah, it's gonna wear on you.
Yeah. But Ted Nugent, it felt like a real, he's got a new album coming out called Detroit Muscle. Kind of advertising. I got a beer koozie from the concert.
You got a shirt.
This Joker got a shirt. Ted Nugent flipping people off. The good old fashioned middle finger from Ted. And we got a fucking knock on the door. Hold on.
John usually rings the doorbell.
Hey, what's up? Not much. Oh, Mr. Chester decided to join us.
Farron said he'll be here.
Oh, Farron's coming.
Like 15 after.
Coming after 6 o'clock. That's okay. We're just talking about Ted Nugent. You weren't there anyway.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you for not showing up.
So what I was going to say was, as much as Uncle Ted loves his music, he loves himself even more.
Oh yeah, he really does love
Oh
himself.
yeah, that.
Yeah, without a fucking doubt.
Is that the most metal goblet you've ever seen?
And that is a
That's
nice goblet. Look at
pretty
that
cool.
shit. Was that a Slayer goblet?
Now it's just a satanic goblet.
Satanic.
Satan.
Holy shit. That is interesting. That is cool as shit. Yeah. So, with Ted, and I feel that with Ted Nugent and bear with me, Ted Nugent and ZZ Top, I feel that they are the last true rock and roll bands. Not hard rock, not heavy metal. I think it's the last true, real rock and roll bands left.
I missed them both.
You missed them both. Yeah, that'd be fun shit, man. You need to go next time, for sure. He likes to play summer. That's what he says. He likes to do his concert during the summer, and he likes to kill in the off season.
I was about to say he's hunting in the wintertime.
Yeah, fall, winter, and spring. Yeah, he's killing.
He said summer's his rock and roll time.
Summer's rock and roll time. So yeah, the next time ZZ Top comes out and Theodore, Uncle Ted, comes out, we need to go together.
He also made quite a funny joke about country music.
Country music.
He said he doesn't play country music because he still has a dick.
Yeah.
And he also said that he broke his hand one time and he played country music for about a week, and after that it all came back to him.
Yeah. Even though they had a southern rock band,
Yeah.
I would consider them southern rock. They were playing.
Yeah,
They
they were.
played Ace of Spades.
Yeah, there was definitely not a country.
Very
type.
interesting.
Different take on the Ace of Spades.
Yes, it was quite interesting.
But it was not bad. It was good.
And speaking of that, because they did that Ace of Spades, that's the reason why I wrote that up there was Ace of Spade covers. Because after that, I actually started doing. I was looking on YouTube, trying to find different covers. Nothing really. Just doesn't sound. It doesn't have a good cover. Ace of Spades.
No.
I think there was a collaboration, a live collaboration. Kronos from Venom, and Venom doesn't do covers. They just
Right.
they're that type of band that just won't do a cover.
Yeah.
But I think they did some kind of tribute to Lemmy after he passed, so they did Ace of Spades. I mean, Venom and too Kronos is basically the evil Lemmy. So
Yeah. It was definitely a different sound to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely different. You know what's funny is all these, and mind you, we're with boomers. You know, not that I'm some spring chicken or anything, but we were with like
People born in
you know
the 50s
people
and
born
60s.
in the 50s and you know out post World War II fucking births here, and Ted attributes himself.
Ted is one of them.
in his
Yes,
music.
he is.
Well, Ted is born in 1942, so it's
Oh, really? He's that old?
Yeah.
Shit.
So before
74.
He was
74,
So he would have been born in 48.
48. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
He was born just after the first.
So
boomer
he's
started.
he's
the
9.
second boomer.
He's 9 years
no,
old.
he's boomer number 1.
He's 9 years older than my dad, because my dad was born in '57.
So they're there again. That's more
Yeah.
in the beginning. They're closer to the great. They call them the greatest generation. Why I don't know. I'll kiss my
The World
ass
War
too.
II generation, I thought they called
But,
it the greatest generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's boomer 1. There's boomer 2. I don't know. I don't do the fucking that shit because that becomes a mess. I think they're all boomers up until 1965 anyway. So I can kiss my ass. But with that being said, Ted Nugent had played some funny songs like this.
So where'd you see him at?
The Plaza.
Plaza Live?
Yeah.
You can hear it. It's loud.
Didn't he just drop a new album?
Yeah, he's got a new album.
That's a brand new song that he did with fucking
Yeah, Detroit Muscle. So I'm sure, I know we played a good 30 seconds of that Fuck Joe Biden song. It was hilarious. It was fun
It
to
was.
sing. I know we don't get into a lot of politics here, but
Try not
I mean, we try not to, but this is one guy, that's an itch that needs to be scratched, and that is one piece of shit. Joe Biden, and a lot of Democrats are coming around.
It's funny because we had to go through metal detectors, and he
Yeah.
said, "So you guys had to go through metal detectors," and I told them if you didn't bring a gun, I'd loan you one.
Yeah.
It was like, that was pretty cool.
I meant to send that to you, but the problem is every time I sent that to somebody,
Oh, we getting feedback?
No.
it was not.
Damn it.
Were you
No,
trying
it's-
to get it out of his face?
No, what I was trying to do.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody on microphone.
Yeah, you bring the end of that down so she can say gobble, gobble into
Shut
the
up.
microphone.
Just go.
Say gobble, gobble into the microphone.
Just go.
Gobble, gobble. So anyway, it was a fun concert. He has some new songs that are, they're rock and roll, but they're a little, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a ballad. It was more of an ode
Maybe.
to Fred Bear,
Yeah.
which is somebody who grew up idolizing. I don't know if you
Oh,
say idolizing.
Fred,
Like a
really?
I know he
real
did a
good
song called Fred Bear
Yeah,
in his later works.
yeah. But he sang about Fred Bear, and a couple of them sound more like odes, and they were still rock and roll, but it was really a good concert.
Really, when it comes down to it, he just loves his damn guitar.
He loves his guitars.
He's a
That's
hell of a
for
guitar
sure.
player.
Yeah, that's what he likes to do.
And that's another thing I want to bring up. We did do the countdown a while ago, and a lot of names weren't brought up for the top 100 guitars. Ted Nugent's far superior to Joan Jett.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
By a
and he
long
wasn't
shot.
even on there, and neither was Zach Wild or.
Was Dime even on there?
No.
No, Dime wasn't on there. Yeah, and
What?
Buckethead wasn't on there.
What about Slash?
Yes.
Yeah, Slash was on there.
I don't think Zach Wild was on there.
You're
No.
not going to remember it because you were too shit-faced with mead.
Yeah, it was the Mead night.
It was a mead night.
Oh,
It was the
Memorial
midnight.
Day weekend.
Memorial Day, Memorial Day show.
I was gonna smash the Stewart though.
Oh,
Yeah, it
hell
was
no.
At least I made it through the show.
Everything.
You know what, man? I think you're running dry here, my friend. You need a beer.
Oh. So Aaron, I think, might be watching. So thanks, Aaron.
Yeah,
We're gonna
thank you,
sample
Aaron.
this mead live just for you, buddy.
Live. Yes. I'll have to get you a Ace of Spades cover. We talked about that.
Yep.
Oh, and look at this.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Ace of Spades.
All right, so
We're gonna try this mead right now. Before Aaron gets here, or Farron.
oh, you snooze, you lose. Sorry, we'll save some for him.
Ooh,
Just give him the bottle.
that's a nice berry flavor or smell.
Oh, this is kind of carbonated. It'd probably
Yeah.
be good cold. I haven't tried it yet though. Mmm,
Interesting.
I like it.
That's good.
So Aaron picked this up in Savannah,
Savannah, Georgia.
but it looks like it was crafted in Ohio. It says, "Oh yeah, this is the Macho Mead Berry Savage right here, coming at you from your one and only home of modern mead. Can you feel the current coursing through these berry-licious veins? Black currant, raspberries, and strawberries are what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the undisputed world heavyweight mead championship right now. You think you have what it takes to handle the Macho Mead? Come and get it. Oh yeah."
And what's the
Ingredients.
alcohol?
6% by volume.
6%. Twice as much as beer.
Mm-hmm. So honey, water, black currant juice, strawberry juice, and raspberry juice. So honey obviously, and then whatever
Berry.
whatever kind of yeast they use,
Yeah.
and of course
So-
your fruit flavors. It's good. I like it.
So
Good
this
pick,
guy,
Aaron.
He's got honey mead, and we're doing something different.
Oh shit! I still gotta put that in the fridge.
Yeah, you gotta pop that in the fridge.
It's fermenting good though.
Well, he's got honey, and what I think what I've been doing, it's different from like this or what we're gonna do next, is you make a honey mead and then you back sweeten it with juice.
Kind of like what we did with the berries, but it was just straight berry. and
Yeah,
juice.
that was straight berries with no sugar,
Yeah.
no nothing. That was all natural.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty damn tasty too.
We can do that again, but try.
Yeah,
something
we can do
different.
that again.
Try
Yeah, for
something
sure.
different if you want.
Yeah, I've got a kind of like a juicer. We can really grind out the berries and all that shit, take the pulp out.
Yeah.
And actually, what I would like to do is after we get it filtered and again, this is a mead show. After I get it filtered and done and all the bits off the bottom, we're gonna re-add the bits in the bottom with just the whatever comes out with the berry juice. And I think that's what I'll do is back sweeten it so it has a flavor like this or the Redstone that we like.
Redstone. I was trying to
Redstone
remember the
is
name of
the-
that brand. Redstone.
This is really good. This is a nice. I don't know. If you had it cold, it would be nice on a hot day.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily something you want to drink when it's too warm, like right now. But it's still
Still tasty.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be.
Yeah.
I don't want to say seltzer because seltzer's a bit dry. That's not dry. It's got a good berry
Has
flavor
carbonation
to it.
in it?
It's got
Yeah,
carbonation.
it's a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit, and it's not overpowering like a seltzer would be. But I don't know, man. I'm trying to find the words. It's really good though.
It is.
It'd definitely be. This is more on the cold side, not like the honey meads and shit.
Like
that
the
I would
blackberry or
Yeah.
black raspberry,
Black raspberry.
redstone. Yeah, this is good chilled. I think this would be good chilled.
Not like honey or ginger or any of the other ones that I've made. The apple is good warm. But yeah, no, thank you, Aaron. That is really delicious. That is good.
Good stuff.
So with that being said, I will be right back. Jesse has some news about Metallica. I'm just getting you a beer, man,
Well, thank you.
because you're dry.
All right.
So, I was watching a video. I don't know why it popped up, but it was just on YouTube. And it showed Metallica was doing all the pre-stage setup. Curtains were open. I think it was an outdoor venue. And I don't remember what song he was playing, but Hetfield started playing. He goes, "God, it feels really weird to play on this guitar. Play that song on this guitar." And all of a sudden, the drummer looked a bit irritated, and he goes, "Do you remember the days when we played every song on one guitar, on one drum kit? Those were the good days."
This must be Lars talking.
Lars, and that's funny that it would come from him saying that.
Yeah, and he goes, "Yeah, you know, by the time we did Blackened, I had more than one guitar." And all of a sudden, stage hands come out and they hand him a frickin' a V, flying V.
Yeah, I think their very early days, it was Hetfield was the vocalist. He wasn't playing guitar, and it was Dave Mustaine, the
Yeah.
guitarist.
Yeah.
Got you a pint
Oh.
with a big ass head.
Thanks, man. But yeah, and then their I forgot the name of their original bassist, but it was the bassist before Cliff Burton.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that cup even come from? That glass even come from?
No, that's out of the bar, man.
I've never seen one that big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. I
Yeah,
guess
it's
I've
4
just not
pints.
paid attention to it.
it's literally for pouring pints.
Huh.
Anyway. But it feels like a fucking man drinking that big ass fucking cup.
Yum yum yum.
Cliff Burton has in Sweden. Is it in Sweden? They have a museum about Cliff Burton. I had no idea.
Yeah, because that's where he died. Well, that's where he died. The tour
that's where
bus
he died.
accident.
And he has a new something, Cliff Burton beer or something.
Oh, good.
I swear to God, which is a little fucking strange if you think you're making money off of Cliff Burton. He's not around to spend it. That's where I was at with that shit. Oh, of course you're not going to show up, are you?
Did you watch the documentary Murder in the Front Row?
No.
I'll have to lend you that. I think Edwin still has it, but when I get it back from, it's on Amazon, I think.
That must be about Dimebag, yeah.
No, Murder in the Front Row was the history of Barry a Thrash.
Oh.
So it covers like the history of Metallica and.
Oh, I thought it was
and-
like murder, like, you know.
No. It covers like the history of like Metallica and Exodus, Testament, all those guys
Oh,
from the Bay Area.
interesting.
Even they talk about Slayer.
My
Cliff
favorite
Burton beer.
band.
Called Cliff Mall.
I like it.
It's a Burton beer. Yeah, I just wish he was alive to be able to,
How did he die? I don't know.
Tour
the
bus
story.
accident
Yeah.
in Sweden.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, if he was still alive, like, where would Metallica be, musically? Cause
Musically, I think they would have been thrashier.
Because he
There
was
would have been no
yeah.
load and reload.
He was a thrash pioneer bass player,
Mhm.
for sure.
Either that or he would have left and gone with fucking Megadeth. Yeah, what they did after Injustice was a crime. I liked them, and then I stopped buying shit after Injustice. I wasn't too pleased with Injustice, but most of the album
I liked the
was
Injustice.
decent.
I really like that album. For it not being, Cliff Burton.
Yeah, not being as thrashy as the one
But
before.
Jason Newsted's a great bass player, though, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Flotsam and Jetsam, can't go
Yeah.
wrong there.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna, I won't fault the guy or
Will you
whatever.
stop it?
I'm
But,
sorry.
You keep fucking up the whole light.
yeah, you're fucking up the lighting. Either you open it or you leave it closed.
Cut. That's a cut. Let's restart.
Yeah, it's cut. Fuck it, we'll
I
do it
keep
live.
Bright flashes right in my face.
Anyway.
Let's just shut up already.
Red flashes, yeah. You're gonna give some poor bastard a seizure with all the fucking, all the times you open and close that thing. They're gonna watch us and hit the
You're gonna
floor.
get an angry email from somebody's
See if
lawyer.
Mike is here.
Mike will knock on the door.
Mike knows how to knock on a door.
Our family friend.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just like a brother, like you and John.
I wasn't sure if you meant like Mike Lawhorn or.
No. It's Mike from California.
Oh, okay.
Out California way.
High school friend.
High school.
Californication.
Californication.
Yeah, but now he lives in Tennessee.
Yeah,
so he's
Tennessee.
alright.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Lives in Tennessee.
Okay, there must be.
So, I was reading through something. I'm trying to find the article. It was the first metal and the metal origins and stuff. And they're attributing Black Sabbath and Judas Priest with the originators of metal. And I feel differently. You know that. I think there traces back to. I gave, for instance, like Cream. When you get White Room, Iron Butterfly with the heavy use of distortion, the way the guitar was played, Paul Revere and the Raiders. I'm talking mid '60s shit. And I'm not going to go as far as saying the Beatles or Elvis Presley or anything like that. But I think for the time, it was really dark shit. I mean, Cream was dark with Eric Clapton. You remember, the music they played, White Room, White Room with Black
Sunshine of Your Love.
Yeah, Sunshine of Your Love. Yeah, they're all heavy. I mean, there's
I love Cream.
I love heavy as shit.
I love Eric Clapton's tone in Cream.
Hi.
Hello.
There?
There he is. Aha.
We've had more guests show up.
I'll leave you alone. Yeah. Dave?
Yeah, see, I don't know. It's just me personally. I don't consider Cream to be metal or anything like that. Granted, they were definitely a change from the rock and roll that was around.
I think they were comparatively, they were extremely hard for the time.
I think,
But
I think
I'm saying they still, to me, would cross into a metal.
I think Black Sabbath though, what people would why people would consider them like the originators of metal was they took it to a whole new level with the playing the Devil's Fifth, Tony Iommi, the dark, evil satanic lyrics like self-titled Black Sabbath.
Right,
The very first album was just eerie,
I think it's the for me it's the sound. The sound had evolved.
It was doom. They definitely originated doom metal for sure. You listen to modern doom metal bands or more modern, doom metal like Candlemass and stuff like that. The Sword, they have a very, Sabbath influence. You can hear it.
Yeah. I think, this is the biggest reason why I went the early days, the '60s, and of course the Jimi Hendrix sound, and a lot of that shit. Some of that music was dark as hell too.
Oh yeah. Voodoo Child.
Voodoo
Not
Child.
Slight Return, but Voodoo Child.
Yeah.
It was very bluesy, but it had kind of a like a dark story behind it.
Yeah,
It sounded heavy.
You have it's just the music, and of course Black Sabbath and Judas Priest took it to a whole different level of lyrically,
Motorhead too, I think.
Motorhead,
yeah.
But lyrically it took him to a whole different level.
From what I can gather, it seems like what you're saying is Iron Butterfly, Cream, and all these other guys you're trying to say were the foundation of the start.
There he is.
And
Hey.
We started without you.
Black Sabbath and Priest were more of the qualitative leap into
Yeah,
metal.
you know where they're at.
Hey, grab a small glass too,
All right.
so you can sample this.
I got something
Want me
for
to
the
repeat
sample.
that?
Yes, please.
Of course.
And Farron stepped the fuck all over it.
So what I'm gathering is that Cream and everybody else were more of the foundation.
They had the
and
tone.
Priest and Sabbath and the early ones
Right.
were more of their qualitative leap into the metal genre.
Like
Is that what you're trying to get at?
Cream, Mountain, Steppenwolf, Jimi
Steppenwolf,
Hendrix, they all had that tone in their guitar.
Paul Revere,
Yeah,
They all had that crunchy,
they
like,
started doing
distortion. Like,
they were
heavy
far heavier
distortion,
than the
the
rock and
heavier
roll that was
drums.
around
Right.
and all that. Yeah, I completely agree with that.
definitely hard rock. Like, you could say originators of hard rock,
Right.
for sure.
And definitely
And
the
then
foundation.
Sabbath.
I would
Yeah.
agree to be the foundation of the metal genre.
Everything.
Not necessarily
yeah.
metal bands or anything like that, but definitely the foundation.
I think they did want to go for a different sound too.
And I think we probably had this conversation before that, like, the origination of every genre is kind of a dilemma. Like,
Right.
who really started it? I mean,
Right.
they had, Tony Iommi, and all those guys, Geezer Butler, even, Ozzy as a vocalist. They all had their own influences from those that came before them. So,
Yeah.
and they,
You've been blessed with parents
Tony
and parents.
Iommi was a very blues, jazz influenced guitar player. Tell us what you think of this mead.
Thank you, engineer. What's up, fellas?
What's happening?
Hey, you could have turned the yellow one on.
It's all good. Mom's not coming back in.
Bummer. No,
doubt
you
it.
Oh,
just gotta go host.
Our director.
Anyway, yeah.
Smells
fuck.
yummy.
So anyway, with that being said, I think it originated. They may have had, Black Sabbath and what have you, but I think the true origination
There we go.
lies with them. How heavy
Yes.
things were, how fast, a lot
Yeah.
faster.
Oh yeah, for sure, Jimi Hendrix and all them definitely picked up
Oh,
the
yeah.
speed immensely.
Yeah.
I think Judas, and then after Sabbath, Judas Priest, and most definitely Motorhead is what brought the speed
Yeah.
to
And-
metal.
And not to mention a lot of those early guys, Cream and all that. They definitely introduced the different riffs and the shredding and all that stuff. And instead of maintaining like mostly it was chords, or if it was single notes, it would be on just for a little bit. They made whole solos that Jimi Hendrix and all that made whole solos that were just shredding constantly. So they definitely introduced that style, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. But with the mid '60s, man, a lot of things have changed. The music started getting darker.
Rainbow too,
Yeah, Rainbow,
Dio's first band.
I really wish Hendrix had survived.
Yeah, no, I wonder what he'd be doing today.
That's the other thing. What would Hendrix be doing if he were still alive?
You probably would have brought a whole nother brighter side to metal and hard rock.
Oh yeah, no, he's probably be playing today.
I think there'd be,
Oh, I'm sure.
I think there'd be a lot of collaboration. Him with, I could really see, him like doing collaboration with like Guns N' Roses, stuff like that, because it's very blues,
Yeah,
Guns N' Roses. I think is
definitely.
very, Slash is very blues, rock oriented.
Right.
I'd love to see him just freaking.
I would bet you.
He would probably school Slash on the stage. It'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll bet you he would be with the likes of Dave Mustaine too,
Oh yeah.
because Dave Mustaine liked to get into a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
All your technical guitar players for sure.
And for sure Dimebag.
Mhm.
That's the other thing too. If Dimebag were still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a video. It was when Dimebag was still around, and they go, "Hey, people want to know, what do you practice before? When you're trying to practice for a set." He goes, "I don't practice. I just get on stage and I play guitar. I think people say they call it talent. I just go up there and I play. I don't practice anything."
He lives it. Like his guitar was like one of his prosthetic limbs.
Yeah, it was pretty much an extension.
Like he slept with that thing. He took it to the shitter with him. His guitar was like like
And
I said, it was like another limb.
And the thing is what he said was, he goes, when I write any parts, I don't really write. I just play, and everything becomes very organic and natural. He goes, that's how I get my best sound, is all the organic, natural stuff.
And I think that's another thing too that made him so unique was because I mean, he's not the only guitar player, to play lead and rhythm as a single guitar player.
No, yeah.
But what he brought to the table, during that time, with extreme, music of groove metal, he fucking nailed it, being the only guitar player.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, in the recording, you could tell the difference between the recording or seeing them live or hearing their live albums. Obviously he would put the rhythm on a loop and he'd solo over it.
Yeah.
But when it was live, it sounded even better. Rex keeping rhythm,
Yeah.
with Vinnie Paul and
And that's the thing. There are very few bands who can actually sound as good live or better than their recording. Like I've gone to Black Sabbath. Granted, Black Sabbath and Ozzy, he sounds great up live, but there's definitely certain things aren't as good. But like Iron Maiden,
Yeah.
better live than even recordings. It was kick ass. It was, Harris and fucking Bruce and everybody was just 100% the entire time.
I think that's why I'm so passionate about Overkill, because I think they're better live than their recorded albums,
Yeah.
because they put on a shit kicker of a show.
Yeah.
Not so much just their stage presence and their attitude, but just their musicianship. Their quality is very fucking good.
There, girl?
Bobby Blitz's voice, and Dee Dee Verney, on bass. It's
Sure.
the two static members, but of course, their rhythm and their lead, Dave Links and Derek Taylor too are fucking phenomenal. And they got Jason Bittner on drums from Shadows Fall. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I definitely. Iron Maiden's definitely one of those you have to. It's more of a. It's a show, man. It's You'll see when you go. It's something to behold. Anyway.
It is the definition of a performance.
Yeah, it's definitely a performance, and how they interact with each other is awesome. It sounds like an awful lot like an Overkill show, actually, or an Overkill show is like a Maiden show.
Overkill, yeah. Overkill plays, smaller venues though,
Right.
as a main headliner. I mean, House of Blues is fairly.
That would have been actually a pretty
But-
decent deal for them to team up with like Maiden, the likes of Maiden and shit.
I believe they in California or on a tour. Some a buddy of mine was actually telling me that it was Iron Maiden with like Testament and Overkill. So.
Yeah, that would have been something.
Mhm.
I'd love to have seen that, because that's it is pretty much the music that you're going for. Is, Overkill's a lot like them. Testament. It just that
What's
would have
funny?
been an awesome show.
What's funny is like the first time like my mom ever heard Overkill when I was just playing it in the car. It was one of their later albums. She thought they sounded like Iron Maiden.
Yeah. Another one would be Sabaton. I'd like to see a Sabaton Overkill Maiden show. For sure.
Three, and it's like three different subgenres: thrash, power, and classic traditional metal.
And then not to mention with, at least, I'm not sure what Overkill does, but I know I'm Maiden and Sabaton, you're getting a whole historical element there.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Maiden. Yeah.
Overkill's, a lot of their lyrics are like your typical thrash. They're really not political like a lot of thrash is, but it's how to describe. It's almost kind of like you're nearing death, like your life is flashing before your eyes, kind of like the song Necroshine or Coma. Yeah. Farron knows.
Fair nose. Anyway,
Did you guys
Ozzy
cover
Osbourne.
Metal Orgies yet?
No, it's Origins.
What?
Oh, Origins. Okay.
Yeah, we kind of did. That's kind of what we're still talking about.
I thought it said
Pretty
Orgies.
much.
Metal
It does.
orgies.
It does look like it says orgies.
I wish I actually had metal orgy stories, but I don't. Ozzy Osbourne did. I heard today.
Yes.
I mean, it's probably yesterday that he played it, but on Ozzy's Boneyard, he played Degradation Rules.
Featuring Tony Iommi.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit of it. I hadn't listened to the whole song yet.
It's not bad. It's pretty good. It gives me a '90s kind of feel for Ozzy Osbourne. I'm just hoping I wasn't too happy, or Patient Nine didn't do anything for me. You
I
didn't
hadn't
hear
listened to that one.
No, is this new?
The new.
I just saw the
Who's-
degradation rules, and I saw that it said featuring Tony Iommi, and I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah,
So
sure,
what
sure.
is he like performing and singing and everything? Or how,
Yeah.
He can barely speak.
Yeah,
So-
his health is definitely caught up with him.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping it's
We were supposed to
he's
see him.
not played the two best songs he's got on the album, and the rest of them are shit. That's what I'm worried.
We were supposed to see him. What was it? 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years
We
ago.
had tickets, but of course, the COVID shit. And
COVID.
his health
sure.
caught up to him, and
His health, yeah.
That was gonna be a killer fucking lineup too. It was Megadeth, it was Black Label Society.
Yeah, we
And
got
Ozzy.
fucked.
yeah, Zach was supposed to pull double duty,
Fucking opening with Black Label and then closing with Ozzy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is Ozzy's kind of a fucking a shot guy, and he keeps preaching to get the fucking
The vaccine, the jab.
the inoculation.
It's not even an inoculation.
Well, no, it's something.
Well, my mom, who is, I guess you could consider her a health professional, she's a RN, even says it's not a vaccine. It's
No.
a shot. It's like the flu shot. That's why they keep, bringing out all these boosters, because it's not a vaccination. It's
Right.
a shot. And it's not guaranteed to work, as, it's been proven now. So.
Yeah.
Oops, shit, we're getting political.
Oh shit.
Who
Whoops.
cares? We already did. I said fuck Joe Biden earlier, so
Oh nice.
fuck that motherfucker. No, I was just talking about the Democrats are even saying fuck this guy.
Yeah.
The country is a lot worse off now than it ever has been.
Oh,
I
like I
actu-
say,
No, a lot of people, there's those types of people that just will not listen until they're about to be tossed into a fire.
Yeah, or gas chamber.
I watched
Same difference.
I watched a video just last night
Pretty much.
actually. There's been a trend going on of saying, "Oh, he's a 10 or she's a 10," but there's this bad thing about them.
That means
how
you're
would you
not a
rate
10.
them? Well, 10 in looks, but how would you rate them based on this bad thing? And it was she's a 10, but she's voted for Biden, and it was asking this question to mostly black people who tend to be on the Democrat side, and they were going 3. She's a 3. Screw Biden. She's a 3, or fucking. They're like, no, I'm not gonna have anything to do with her.
Yeah. I got something in my fucking ear.
But what I wanted to get into was the tour with Zombie and Mudvayne.
Yeah.
Apparently also had Static X and Power Man. Well,
interesting.
the show on July 21st in Noblesville, Indiana,
Yeah.
got cut short due to technical difficulties. And to make it up, Rob Zombie wanted to make it up to him. So Rob Zombie brought out Power Man 5000, or at least the vocalist, his brother, the front man for Static X,
Nice.
and they played Thunderkiss 65.
Oh fuck, that would have been cool.
So
An
talk
all-white
about
zombie
a
song.
talk about a '90s throwback there, Tori.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
That is for fucking pretty cool. So did you hear about Bruce Dickinson yelling at fans in Greece?
No. Why?
Some asshole brought a fucking flare gun to the concert and shot it in
nice.
the crowd. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Oh,
fucking.
you're being an asshole.
Yeah,
Don't
you're
be an
lucky you
asshole.
didn't fucking walk off the stage. I wouldn't have fucking batted an eye at that one.
Actually,
I'm
no,
kind of a fucking
Bruce, you're
dick.
lucky you didn't
I mean-
fucking walk off the stage and
Especially
bitch
in
slap
Maiden
somebody.
show.
Yeah. Who the fuck wants to ruin a Maiden show, man? Everybody's they probably beat that guy to death in the
You
parking lot.
fucking ruined the show for me, you dirty bastard.
Yeah, fucking.
Look what you're
dumb.
making me do.
Look what you're making me do. It's a typical thing. So crazy thing about the Ted Nugent concert that I went to. Well, like I told you, they were all old as shit. Southern rock started.
So who were the bands that opened?
Some band that you wouldn't know, just Ted Nugent.
I
Oh,
do
you'd be
not
surprised, I
remember
might
the
know.
band's name. So.
What the fuck was it, Ben? It was something. God, who fucking look it up. But everybody sang the fucking music. Everybody was singing the songs. Everybody was happy. Everybody was doing their shit. Tapping their toes, doing whatever, and dancing, and having a good fucking time. And when Ted Nugent came out, he was, and he made that statement that about country music. You could see some of the people in the audience that kind of doing the nervous fucking laugh because they were just enjoying country rock music that was just on. Ted Nugent doesn't like country music, by the way.
Really?
That's what I'm
Because
getting at.
I've seen him in a documentary about like the top 10 outlaws of country music.
Yeah,
I think that's a little, he was talking about, he's friends with Toby Keith though, but he's not a country music, fan.
Yeah.
I mean, he seemed to be inspired by like a lot of the outlaw country though, like older shit though, like
Oh yeah,
Waylon
no,
and
who the
Johnny
fuck
Cash
isn't?
and yeah.
Who the fuck wasn't, Hank Williams, all that shit. I mean, I'm talking senior,
Yeah.
Johnny Cash, and yeah. Well, Ted Nugent has been around as long as Johnny Cash. He said when he was 9 years old. Was it 9 or 6?
9, I think.
When 9 years old, he was playing shows. So yeah,
No, it was 14.
14.
He was 14 years old when he was playing shows. He was 9 when he really started picking up his guitar and playing along.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he just that's a guy that loves to enjoy or play music.
And kill
Anyway.
it and kill things.
Yeah, and kill
Mostly
shit.
four-legged
That's,
stuff.
That's
Then eat
what he
it.
said.
Yeah, there you go.
You kill it, you grill it.
That's right. By the way, Sheldon,
Yeah.
the smoker didn't work out too well.
What happened at Smoker?
I went to fire it up, did the big reveal, and it's FUBAR.
Puckered
It's
out.
not FUBAR, I think, because I'm already into it for like 90%. I'm just gonna get a new board.
That needs a new board.
I think so.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Does it start and then say hot?
say anything. But what it reads is error. Actually, bypassed the fuse in the circuit board and tripped the GFCI the outlet.
No shit.
Yeah,
How the fuck did you do that?
I don't know. I think
So-
the outlet's probably weak.
Something
only
probably
a-
crawled up and fucking died.
It's a 5 amp fuse,
Yeah, it's tiny fuse.
compared to a probably 15 or 20 amp
Right.
outlet. But a little disappointed.
So
I'll get it though.
the opener for Nugent was Rick Monroe and the Hitman.
That's right. Rick Marone hit
Sounds like Bobby fucking Colorado or whoever we saw open for ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Fuck was
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah.
I mean, he was actually, I thought he was
He
pretty
wasn't
good.
bad. He liked to sing
He's
about
country
music.
rock. He had a little bit heavier on the rock side than he did the country side, but
Yeah.
the best thing I like about country music is cowgirls.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Fair enough.
Hell yeah. Aside from that, the country we were just speaking of which, the old timers, Hank and Merle and Cash, and all those guys.
Waylon. I like
yeah.
Waylon.
Oh fuck yeah! All those guys. Yeah.
I like his name. I always like that name, Wayland.
David Allen Coe.
Yeah,
He's still kicking.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to country music. I was supposed to go up to Sanford last night, do a little interview for a part-time job, but
What happened
it's
there?
like an hour away.
Oh, the job itself is like an hour away?
Yeah. I mean, I get cash money for the weekend doing just bar backing and shit, but it's a country bar.
The barn.
Yeah.
No shit.
And
That's where Crystal goes. Like that's where she's going tonight.
really,
Yeah. She's there like at least
I-
once or twice a month.
I would love to go up there because I'm into that. Mostly the cowgirls.
As long as you're making up the money for the fuel and everything else to go up there.
Figure it's 20 miles one way, you're talking 2 gallons a trip. $8, 300 cash for doing 2 nights work. $300.
You got Love's right there off of 46.
Loves?
Love's gas station off of 46. And,
Yeah. What do they offer?
they're like around what Cumberland Farms is.
Oh, for fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pennies on the dollar, unless it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Say, because it's on
Lately-
the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, off Carpenter and 46 there.
All right.
On the corner there, right off 95.
All right. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that area. I might get back to them. I heard the place just sold. It might be under new ownership, so I don't know.
The barn?
But it was weird. It's like a Friday night at 10 o'clock he wanted me to come in. Isn't that like you got stuff going on?
That's like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would you have me come up then?
Yeah.
And it was at night, and it was just too long a drive. But I got to do something. I'm gonna do something to get some supplement my income.
Alright.
So, Phil Labonte apparently is shooting at, or I should say, yelling at Tom Morello. For years now, Phil Labonte, vocalist for Gold Certified Metalcore outfit All That Remains, has,
Hold on a second. Can you repeat that?
Phil Labonte, vocalist for Gold Certified Metalcore outfit All That Remains. All That Remains is the
Band.
The
Yeah.
That's
same
the only part
outfit,
I
just the
understood.
band. It was just Gold Certified Band. All That Remains. Yeah, I don't know why they're saying that. I'm reading it word for word.
Right.
Has been outspoken about expressing his generally libertarian political beliefs on social media. Just recently, however, he took shot at Tom Morello, the acclaimed guitarist for reunited rap metal fire bands Rage Against the Machine, over Morello's long controversial communist/socialist beliefs. So I'm guessing he means libertarian as closer to the truer sense of libertarian, or freedom.
Yeah, as in, taxation is theft. They
Yeah.
hate communists, socialists, that kind of shit.
Yeah. So that would explain why he hates Tom Morello. a
Well, they
communist
love their
slash socialist.
guns. Yeah, they're very pro Second Amendment. They don't give a fuck about drugs. You want to put whatever you want in your body. Who gives a fuck? That's libertarian, aspect.
Yeah, Morello and the aforementioned band have a lengthy history of appropriating communist imagery, if not also elements of the ideology, into their craft, while recently highlighting the rise of the communist
love
ideology
some more
in
of that.
modern times and the brutal origins of the rise of communism in the early 1900s.
That's
Labonte took a shot at Morello for emblazoning his signature Jim Dunlop wah pedal with a quote, "Sometimes history needs a push."
So Tom Morello can lick my balls. Number one.
Phil Labonte is very upset that Tom Morello has put that onto his wah pedal,
Yeah.
and Phil Labonte is apparently a libertarian and does not like Tom Morello because of him being a socialist/communist.
Yeah, he's a socialist communist. All right.
So my guess
Same
is
difference.
Phil Labonte is closer to the true libertarian,
And what's kind of funny is he's a communist,
but he's made
but
a lot
yet
of money in the capitalist system.
he gets a lot of money. Yeah, a
Well,
lot. Of money.
they all are. Just like fucking Sean Penn, or
Fuck yeah, I'll do what you tell me. Fuck yeah, I'll do what you tell me. Fuck yeah, I'll do what you tell me. It's a fucking joke.
because they're
Yeah.
led to believe that like Marxism is freedom in some kind of way, which is
I don't know how
the complete
Marxism-
opposite. Like,
It's not.
Alright.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how their brains are wired because I've done my research. I've read, the Communist Manifesto. What communism has done to
I
collapse fucking superpower nations and shit. And I don't
The-
understand why anybody would want to live like that.
The part that gets people is, I don't believe this way. It's just because I am good at putting myself into people's thought process and views and shit. The thing that gets them is, the government will take however much money from each person, exactly the same amount.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a high percentage, and then distribute it so
Back to the community as a whole.
and so everybody can get a piece of the pie no matter what.
Right.
It's equal.
That's
all
what
equality.
they consider their freedom.
But it don't work because the powers that be keep it and they let you starve to death.
Yeah, Look at Stalin.
Yep. Look at fucking Castro. Look at
They
Hugo Chavez, Che Guevara.
I mean, even not even counting
Mao
the people that
Zedong.
they gunned down. Like, let's say completely the people that were gunned down, completely take them out of the equation. Just the people that starved to death in a
Famine.
communist situation or socialist situation is immense.
Well, that's what happened in China under Mao Zedong. Was he seized?
Zedong.
Yeah, he seized all of the private farms, private ownership, of farms, and he basically, and those who resisted, he had executed, and he placed those that didn't know what the fuck they were doing, how to run a farm in place, and what happened? The crops didn't fucking make it, didn't survive, the livestock didn't, survive, and they fucking starved to death.
Well, this just happened in China just recently. I saw this just before we entered the concert, so on the 19th. China has just declared, because a bunch of people say, I'm going to get my money out, our economy is not, or this part of the economy, they're starting to take some money, I'm going to pull my money out, I want my money. And they went to go out, and China put tanks at every bank. And said, you're not pulling the money out, it's considered the government's long-term investment.
Shocker.
Well,
So you have a tank aimed at you from your communist government.
Yep.
yeah, what would you do?
It's basically sticking your balls in a vice. I mean,
Yeah, it's
what are you gonna do about it? Yeah.
And then you got the situation in Venezuela. Venezuela had a booming economy.
See, but they're
for
trying
years.
to, but the American leftists are trying to say that, socialism works in the Scandinavian countries like Sweden and Denmark and shit. I'm like,
But
But
they're not even full socialists.
they're not
either.
socialists.
Yeah.
They're more capitalist than we are.
They have social programs.
That's
like
because their population too is
it's tiny.
and they're a totally different culture the way they're brought up than a
Yeah.
lot of Americans are.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And you're not going to catch a fucking you'll get Americans that'll volunteer to fight for their country. You won't get really Swedish people to do that.
yeah,
They do not care to fight for
yeah.
The
No,
government.
the Viking Age is over.
yeah that's been over a long time.
Yeah.
But Venezuela had an incredible economy, and then socialism came in,
They were the most wealthy Latin American nation in Latin America.
and now they're starving.
They're literally chasing down garbage trucks for food. It's sad. It really is.
And then I watched.
Ask Jaime.
Yeah. I watched a girl from Cuba, because Cuba was doing well for once it finally got out of its regime, and then all of a sudden, boom, it hit again. She goes, I was having to sell my body at 12 years old. I was a prostitute from the time I was 12, just to provide for myself and my family.
To live, to eat. Yeah.
And she goes, all these people saying that communism and socialism is a good thing. It's not. It never helped me whatsoever. It put me down. And she came to America. She has a great living. She has a good house. Raises her kids.
Prostitution pays a lot more in the States.
Too.
Yeah.
But in
If you
any
learn a trade, I
in-
mean,
in any country where it's not legal, it's all under the table.
And
no pun intended.
I just want to say this. Anybody can be mad at me for this. Prostitution, I really don't. It's not something I think should be criminalized.
Well,
So-
that's another libertarian point of view, also.
But I mean, so someone
They're
wants to get
very
some coochie.
accepting,
Yeah.
very tolerant.
I mean, so someone wants some coochie or someone wants some dick.
And you pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if
one way or
anything-
another.
If you-
Because if you think about it, it's all the whole my body, my choice thing, which is very controversial, obviously.
Yeah.
It's almost like the government owns you, so therefore you can't make a profit off of what you do with your body,
Yeah.
your expression, without them fucking the government saying, "Give me my cut."
Exactly. Have you guys seen the escorts in Vegas?
Oh, escorts in Vegas?
They get full. They do full, like they'll do whatever you want as long as you pay the appropriate price. Their healthcare is amazing. They get tested constantly.
Well, that's because Nevada, it's I believe
It's legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's legal there. But that's my point. Is that not only is that a revenue point, but now there's a far less diseases getting spread around from illegal prostitution. Because
It's
now
regulated.
people are going down to Vegas. They're like, fuck it.
There's a ranch, or they call it a ranch.
Yeah.
But it's a cat house,
Yeah.
and they're licensed, and I think there was a chick that worked there that was on Howard as a guest on Howard Stern was talking about it, and she's like, yeah, they're very before you can give a guy a snarling or ride him like a fucking like a raging bull.
A unicorn.
They got to sign consent forms.
Mhm.
Like their paperwork. They have to wear condoms and shit too.
Yep.
So it gets very they screen. They get tested. Yeah, like you said, they
Yeah.
get tested for
Cream
STDs
pies
and
are
shit.
extra.
Yeah.
And
So-
not to mention they have probably some of the best health care you could ever get because people have to stay healthy.
I love the fact that I walk out for 2 fucking minutes and we're talking about hookers.
It devolved
Awesome.
from communism and all that shit to a girl that was
Engineer
accused.
Well, that's pure out and out capitalism right there.
That's what we're saying. It's like the government already basically owns your body if they say you can't sell yourself for sex.
But anyway,
Now people have different morals and stuff like that. I'm not having a moral debate here. I'm just saying, if you really want to cut back on diseases and illegal prostitution,
so you really want to cut back on diseases? You stupid motherfuckers should be wearing condoms anyway.
yeah, Yeah.
A bunch of dumb fucks.
They
You know,
put it on
seriously.
backwards. Wouldn't work.
so
Did you know it's like an air check valve?
Yeah. They stick it on their big toe or something. Like, oh my god.
Well, I don't like fighting. I don't wear jimmies. I go, you're the fucking bastard that fucking gets people killed.
yeah, you're the one that's gonna give somebody AIDS.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then don't have sex, motherfucker. Go home and beat off.
But it's funny because one chick who is a woman's right activist, pure just shitty, just feminist, was trying to say that you're being controlled by your legal pimp. Although he treats all of his girls with respect. He just takes a small cut out of because he sends them off. He has the
He's a
connections.
manager.
Yeah, he's basically their manager.
Yeah. That's
So he takes a small
entertainment
cut
manager,
and he goes, yeah, I treat them all with respect, and we all have we have this health care, and we have this, and this, and he goes, and the lady asked all the girls, how do you like it? Are you okay? Does he do anything? He goes, no, he doesn't try to make moves on us. He doesn't try to steal all of our money. He doesn't do anything. We actually quite enjoy our profession.
Yeah.
And
Well,
she just couldn't comprehend that.
Yeah, women who say they don't enjoy getting laid are fucking lying.
I wouldn't mind selling my dick for some cash.
Be a Bigelow.
Yeah, Deuce Bigelow.
So,
That's like Fahrenheit wheels turning. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
If
Talking
I
about
that's the way.
doing
50
part-time
bucks
job.
for, jabbing a chick, fuck, I'd do that all fucking day. All day, every day.
so
You just gotta invest in Viagra. That's all.
I want to invest in my future. No. So,
Yeah.
I love this shit, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with,
Gotta wear a
with
gum
them.
bag.
It's. I
Raincoat.
know a lot of dudes. I don't pay for sex. Well, good for you. Other guys are like they don't care.
Yep.
Don't be so fucking high and mighty. I can find shit in your closet too.
Your dick, your choice.
Yeah.
Your pussy, your choice.
Awesome.
Anyway, yeah, love talking about hookers and booze.
Yeah.
It's fucking metal.
Reminds me
Hookers,
of the
booze, and
analogy that from Team America, the bar scene.
Oh
Remember?
yeah.
Dicks, assholes, and pussies.
Yep.
My
I haven't seen
favorite
that movie in
analogy.
so long.
My favorite analogy.
I gotta watch that movie again.
Because it's true.
That's true. Yeah, they took the long way around on that one. Sometimes dicks, fuck assholes, but they always fuck pussy. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were talking about Alec Baldwin.
What the fuck's going on with him?
Baldwin, I don't know. He shot a guy. I heard.
Somebody else?
I thought it was a woman.
He shot a girl.
Well, actually, technically, he shot 2 people. Just one was injured, one was dead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
the woman was
The guy's
died,
injured.
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Alex shot a guy.
People have been making so many memes about
Yeah,
him.
that's like the brick, you know.
And from what he was describing, he was showing it to the camera and making sure that they had the proper angle. Can you see this? And he's pulling back the hammer.
He's
and
such a
pulling
fucking
the
idiot.
trigger.
He's incriminating himself all day long.
Yeah, and it's like,
Another
well,
anti-gun.
His
Hollywood
lawyer's probably
leftist
like, you
who,
should have shut the
doesn't
fuck
know
up when the
proper
police got
trigger
there.
control.
Who handed
Yeah.
me a hot gun? A hot gun. You're a fucking
Ladies and
idiot. Why don't you
gentlemen.
put it against your temple.
Yeah. Or,
Metaphorically speaking, kill yourself.
yeah.
like the guy from Voyager.
Why wouldn't you, check it and clear it yourself? You know.
This boils down to what I'm about to say, a public service announcement.
Oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever get pulled over by the police,
Shut your mouth.
just
Don't
shut the fuck up.
Don't talk.
Don't say anything. Just give me fucking license and registration. Don't hassle. Just shut the fuck up.
Be polite to them and
Don't divulge
we're
any information.
Not saying
The
yell
police
at him.
show
just-
up. Yeah, police show up and you've shot a guy. Shut the fuck up. You know.
they arrest you. They tell you, they read you your rights.
Shut the
Obviously,
fuck up.
that's them giving you your advice to, in the court of law to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Their right to remain silent. is well
Anything you
advised.
say can and will be used
Fuck.
against you in a court of law. So that when they throw you in the interrogation room, the detectives come walking in there. You don't tell them shit. You say,
Yeah.
"I want a fucking lawyer."
And that's
Period, the end.
unconstitutional. They cannot make it worse for yourself
Yep.
if you don't say anything.
Their
Yeah,
tactics
shut the
are to
fuck up.
scare you so that they can get the information
If you
out of you.
ever hear that say, "Oh, it's only going to get worse for you if you keep your mouth shut," tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. I want a lawyer.
Okay, well,
Only words out of
I'll
your
open
mouth.
my mouth to my lawyer, but
Give
I'm
me-
not.
give me
I'm
a-
not opening my mouth to you pigs.
I want a
So
lawyer.
fuck off.
I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer.
Oh,
They,
and
they
that-
sit you in a room. I want a lawyer.
That's another thing. If a lawyer, if you talking with your lawyer, and if he ever divulges information you do not want divulged to the cops, get a new one immediately and sue that lawyer.
Oh, he'd lose his fucking
He
license.
would he would be disbarred.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my piece of advice. That's 10 cents worth of free advice.
Anyway,
But
I'll tax that
see,
too.
back onto a little bit of metal for a second.
a little bit of metal.
Five
Like
finger death punches Ivan Moody died for 3 minutes from alcohol withdrawal.
4-finger snatch jab.
Is that the
Ivan Mood.
Is that the tribute band?
Yeah.
4 finger snatch Jeff.
He died for 3 minutes.
Apparently he died for 3
They
freaking
brought him
minutes
back, huh?
from alcohol withdrawal. Yeah.
From alcohol withdrawal?
Yeah. Oh yeah, alcohol withdrawal.
No.
if you
I know
cut
withdrawals
cold
will
turkey,
get you,
will
but
kill you.
you know, I've had alcohol poisoning before.
So have I.
Well, poisoning's
all
one
have.
thing, but
Oh,
like
yeah,
withdrawal,
that's kind of a right.
here,
There's different levels of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Some can kill you. Others can really fucking hurt. Others is basically like the lower end level of alcohol poisoning is basically praying to the porcelain god.
Vomiting for days,
Yeah.
for a day.
he said, "I saw this blue light. It was the afterlife, and I was on the edge."
Why didn't you just go?
He had a near fatal attempt to quit the booze. Five Finger Death Punch singer Ivan Moody has revealed that he physically died for 3.5 minutes following an alcohol-related seizure. Speaking of the brand new issue of Metal Hammer, featuring Five Finger Death Punch on the cover, the singer recalled how his body shut down after he quit drinking in an attempt to kick his addiction. He said, "I died." He says, "I had been on a bender for about 2 years, and I'd gone 4 days without drinking an entire year, and which is ridiculous. So 4 days I locked myself inside the house, and on my 4th day my daughter came over, and I went to hand her a glass of water, and that's all I remember."
And who's this guy?
Ivan Moody, the singer.
He's the vocalist. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he the one that has like the really long dreads?
No.
No.
I think
No,
one of
he's-
them has like really long dreads, don't he?
Yeah, that's I want to say the bassist.
Okay.
The singer who battled with alcohol addiction for several years before the incident says that it was a result of his attempt to kick booze cold turkey. If you quit drinking without the right medications and whatever else, you will die. That's what happened. I was dead for about 3.5 minutes, and I became part of something while I was there. I say there because I was not in the shell, and for the first time in my existence, I felt peace. Moody explains that he was in a blue haze, and it was very quiet and peaceful, and I remember not worrying about anything. I didn't have a unidirectional view. It was wide, and I could see and feel everything. There was no matter involved. I was pure energy, and I saw this incredibly blue light. It was the afterlife, and I was on the edge of it. And it says his daughter helped him pull him back to reality. The next thing I know, I was laying there with 2 paddles on my chest, and my daughter was crying in my face. My daughter was the one saying, "Please not now," and her voice pulled me back.
Her voice pulled me back. Well, your daughter's voice would pull you back.
There you go. That was his brush with death.
Oh, shit.
That was a party and everything.
Cold turkey, dude. It's not good. Oh, what
Yeah, it's not like quitting smoking,
yeah.
where you're just ornery and, just fucking eat everything in sight.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did when I quit smoking. I was pissy and just wanted to just eat food.
He got pretty aggressive. So what'd you say?
The party.
What party?
The birthday party.
Oh, next weekend? Next Saturday?
Well, that's next weekend.
Mhm.
My
Oh,
birthday-
okay. I thought it was this weekend.
No,
My
this coming
birthday
weekend, so
was-
next
Oh,
Saturday.
gotcha.
a couple days ago. My birthday was on Thursday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday,
24.
you spring chicken.
I'm old.
25, best year of my life.
See, what's really messed up is the guy and the kid that just walked in. I've known his dad since I was a kid, since I was a baby. I've known him since he was a baby.
Oh.
So seeing him, he's
How old is he?
17.
Okay, so he's okay.
Yeah. So I've known him since he was a baby. So I'm like, holy crap. And then my cousin's 18. I got another cousin that's 18. One's at 16. I'm like, I remember all of you when you were babies, and this is not making me feel good.
Oh, you're only 6 years older than them.
I know, but it's just weird. It's not something I've ever experienced.
You're about my cousin's age. Yeah, I think he's 23 or 24 now.
Okay.
I think he'll be 24 in October.
Nice.
24. I really. It takes me like almost a year to finally feel like I'm my current age. Like when I turned 20, I want to say 21. It took me a year. It took me almost until my 22nd birthday when I realized, oh yeah, I'm 21. I really have to freaking get used to this.
You'll probably
Wait till you're 30.
Yeah, you'll probably forget all that once you're 30.
Yeah. The next thing to look forward to now is Social Security. I mean, actually,
If you get it.
yeah, if you get it. I think it's 25. They want you to rent is when you're eligible to rent a car, which is fucking stupid.
I've never understood that.
I don't either. But
I can do anything I want by it. Almost anything I
yeah,
want
you
by
can
the
buy a
age of
gun,
18.
you can join the military, you can buy alcohol, you can buy cigarettes,
And by 21, you
work
can
about
do
any
anything.
job.
Yeah, but not rent a car until you're 25. I don't understand that. I get it. You have
The liability is
technically-
too high. The statistics on young people that drive nowadays, it's not even worth giving them a brand new car, no matter what they pay.
That's why your insurance is always higher when you're younger.
Yeah,
because-
but at that point, those statistics are also now getting into higher ages now because now
People
you
are
got
dumber.
20-something-year-olds that are still acting like they're teenagers,
Sure.
and you're like, God, you're almost 30 and you're still acting this way. It's just I just don't understand it. But,
Texting and driving.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
adults
just-
do it too.
Yeah,
a lot
oh
of
yeah.
adults do
Oh
it
yeah.
too, like older adults, but again,
But they've already gone through the accident stage.
yeah.
at least kids now are lucky enough to have Uber or Lyft, and I say kids like 18, 19, 20, drinkers. They at least have the ability to have Uber or Lyft. Things like you can get into someone's car when you're drunk and they'll take you home. You don't have to worry too much about it. The only thing you have to worry about is kidnapping.
Before Uber, it was you call a taxi.
Yeah.
Taxis are like phone booths nowadays.
Sure, that's true. Yeah.
There is a taxi in Titusville that actually says taxi.
I think I saw something not too long ago. They removed the last payphone in New York or something.
Yeah.
Fuck New York. And also, there is one in Titusville.
A payphone?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I don't think it works. Maybe Doctor Who pops out of it, or Superman occasionally.
I think it's actually safe to have a fucking payphone.
It's out of service, but you know they haven't
Seriously,
torn it down yet.
it'd be safe to have payphones.
Yeah, because it's technically speaking, it's a landline.
Yeah, it's a land. Well, I mean, if somebody gets robbed or hurt or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, you can crawl up to a fucking payphone.
Wow.
Yeah, and what you can't trust other people to fucking call the cops for you anymore. They'll walk right by you.
Fucking, you can lay dying in a fucking street and they'll just walk by you.
The reason why they got rid of that phone system, landlines and phone booths, was clearly because of the Matrix. I mean,
They got tired of people leaving the system.
Yeah.
you know, they gotta clamp down on that.
The Smiths will hunt you down.
Agent Smith. Anyway. Yeah, fuck.
So what else is on the agenda of discussion tonight?
I don't know, man. I've been working on the house still. You know, so I haven't really done a lot of homework. You see, that's about it. Ace of Spades cover from the one band.
Southern Rock Man.
Yeah, Southern Rock. It was pretty good.
I want to hear that.
It was different, but it was still good. It was a unique take. But anyway, news says Max Cavalera,
Fuck yeah.
blame me for early Sepultura split, not my wife. People split all the time. I don't blame anybody for shit. Things happen. But
because an original lineup Sepultura reunion could happen.
yeah.
They're still alive, luckily.
But Max says don't blame my wife anymore.
Oh, you just read that?
Yeah.
I just read that too.
Yeah, you just read that too.
It was cool to see Soulfly when we saw Priest, and then play a couple of old school Sepultura.
Oh yeah.
Jams.
Yeah. No, yeah. I love that shit.
Oh
Yeah.
So Sepultura, I love Sepultura. God, I remember
Brazilian
them from way
Pantera,
back.
basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll let you know something that seems kind of obvious.
What?
It's a pretty easy sentiment that I think everybody agrees on. Ginger's Tatiana. I hope no other country experiences the same as Ukraine.
Same as Ukraine?
Pretty
When
much.
you get invaded
Yeah,
and
get
then fight
invaded.
back and possibly win.
No, get invaded and have residential houses blown up and all this other shit.
Yeah, but
Well,
you
I
don't
don't
even
feel
know
bad
what's
for-
going on over there.
Yeah, I
nobody
don't
knows
feel
what's
bad
going
for
on.
the military.
You know,
but I
and
feel
from my
bad for the
readings
people.
and my understandings, the fucking president Zelensky is a fucking monster.
Yeah, but-
Some of those Ukrainian fucking soldiers are blowing their own shit up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
They're
I'm
making
not-
it look
I'm
like
not-
Russia's
schools and
doing it.
hospitals and shit.
I'm not
yeah.
talking
So
about
I think the whole Ukraine thing is bafangulo.
I'm not talking about the military or the government or anything like that. I feel bad for the people because the people are legitimately having a fucked up time because their
Oh, yeah,
their
the
government's
people,
being a piece
yeah.
of shit and they got people invading them.
People
Yeah.
will ask me.
No,
like,
you
"Oh,
lost me at the lockdown and tearing up of passports of U.S. veterans
Yeah.
and not allowing them to come home. When they go over there and
volunteered.
they volunteer to fight for you. They ask where their kit is, their loadout. They're told to fuck off, and you're going to the front without a gun. And then they turn around and say, "Hey, we're not fucking buying this shit.
Yeah.
We're not going to do this." They say, "Fine, we're just going to fucking shoot you anyway."
Yeah, and forget about if you're black.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
So
they were really doing that.
they were that is an actual testament from a soldier,
Yeah.
and like from his words from his mouth, audio from him.
He said
So-
we were told we weren't going to get any kits and we would have to do without them.
Yeah, they would have to kill somebody and pick up their shit.
Yeah, and even though that the brand new shipment of stuff that just came in went to other soldiers that weren't at the front
And the
lines.
black market too.
And the black market.
So when you do that to my brothers and sisters over there, you can fuck right off.
Yeah.
Ukraine can kiss my fucking ass.
Right?
You know, you bring our fucking brothers and sisters home. Our
People
American
ask me
brothers and
too. It's
sisters.
like like you just have like a, small talk at work. Like, what's your ancestry? I'm like, yeah, my great grandfather's from Ukraine, so I'm like 1/8 Ukrainian. Or like, and then that automatically leads to like, oh, what, you must be heartbroken. I'm like, no.
I don't have any.
My
connection to that country.
grandfather, my great grandfather left Ukraine because Ukraine is fucked up.
You know,
He came to the United States for a
shithole.
better opportunity, and he got one.
Yeah, no shit.
The only good thing that comes out of that region is Slavic women.
Mail order Russian
Seriously.
brides, yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Da?
Donya.
That's funny shit.
Spasiba. Spasiba?
Spasiba. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Spasiba.
I don't know how to speak any of that.
Пожалуйста.
That one I don't know. I don't know offhand.
Please. Пожалуйста. What you do? Доброе утро, брат. Good morning, brother.
I used to know a lot more because I was actually listening to a audiobook that was teaching me. And I stopped listening to it. Other stuff caught up. I was in school at the time, and I just never picked it back up.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what's going on over there. They just, like anything, they look at the news and they think that it's...
They feel special by placing the Ukrainian flag in their profile picture on social media.
Oh, and
Makes them feel important.
And on
Yeah.
Indeed, and
Yeah.
Indeed, and all these other places that are
Yeah.
just woke. They're just jumping on the train.
For
And you know what's really funny is when they did our so-called leadership did the press conference regarding all the billions of dollars that we sent over there. Why? But the fucking flag, the Ukraine flags that were hung up in the backdrop of the press conference,
yeah,
upside down.
Probably, which means distress.
Now, who are we sending the money to? Oh, we don't know. Oh, how you doing? Oh, there's no one there.
pretty much. And like I said before, the only bad thing for me with Ukraine is just the people being used by their government, people being fucked over by governments.
And the other thing too, kind of like what you were talking about, is like, oh, these people are like, oh, I stand with Ukraine. We stand with Ukraine. Well, then what the fuck are we doing to help Ukraine? We're not doing anything. We don't have our own fucking boots on the ground over there.
Yeah, we're just throwing money at the situation.
Yeah, other
and
than
it's all being taken.
Other than some, fucking, combat veteran, contractors, like Sheldon was talking about, that are getting, fucked over, but...
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Keep in mind how many labs there are in Ukraine.
Biolabs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Biotech
Yep.
companies over there.
See what I hate was, oh yeah, we gave you $350 million. What'd you do with it? Put it around. We spread it. We needed some stuff, so we bought some stuff. That's not a good enough answer. No. What the fuck did you do
What they
with the money?
said the money was going for is not what it's being.
But
It's not being appropriated the way that they
But it never is,
talk
even
about it.
even in our government. You
No.
give the government tons of money, and it'll never be good enough. But,
They're going through their own strife and struggle, and unfortunately, it's chaos and death. It's a war zone and whatnot. But people here are fed up too, man. We're dealing with shit too. Not the same caliber exactly, but maybe it should be.
little trial by fire.
We're still going on with this January 6th committee. Fuck off.
It's okay to admit when you're wrong. I mean,
There wasn't
we
widespread.
voted for, the politicians that are, fucking us, blindly. It's
Everybody
okay to
makes
admit you're wrong.
everybody makes mistakes. It's about whether you correct it for the next time.
Right.
And I'd say Pelosi being in office for 40-something years is not a corrected mistake.
She's going down, just like the rest of them.
But
Hopefully. Wishful thinking.
Mm-hmm.
They got too deep of pockets, fucking too much power, too much money.
We talking about sex and hookers again?
No, we're talking about politics again.
Politics. It's been a
That's-
very political.
Not as
show.
exciting.
that's pretty much all I've got, and all of the information I've got. Everything else.
So you said they're having a January 6th hearing?
Yeah.
So when are they gonna have a
There you go
hearing?
again.
When are they gonna have a hearing about the Summer of Love? You know, the summer prior to January 6th, where they
But they let
burnt
the
down fucking Kenosha and burnt down Portland and shit.
That's all right. Trump already said he's gonna pardon all those motherfuckers.
Stephen
That'd be a lot
Colbert
of
fucking
pardons.
insurrection.
I mean, the insurrectionists, he's gonna pardon all of them.
Yeah.
But some of them, one good thing that came out of one of the stories I heard was that one of the guys who was locked up actually found Christ.
Oh, and John Schaefer, you're the fucking man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think it's disgusting what this country's done. Or actually, it's not the country's
government.
fault. What this government has done to those people.
Yep.
It's very disgusting.
It's turned us
And,
against each other.
Yeah, it is disgusting. You know, they wouldn't give them razors so that when they went to court, they look like terrorists because they haven't
Wow.
shaven.
Of course.
They don't feed them
Straggler
anything.
looking, yeah.
You know,
Starve them, yeah.
starve them.
Yeah,
People
so
are going insane.
unconstitutional shit. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So you'd be better off in Gitmo, is what my understanding is.
Probably so.
Gitmo bullets.
Well, at least Gitmo would feed you, and you can have a shower and a shave.
3 hots in the cot.
You know, you're treating Americans like this.
Occasionally, you may be forced to eat a cock meat sandwich.
Oh.
Harold and Kumar.
Cock meat sandwich. Anyway.
But
Yeah.
that's about all I've got for metal.
All right. Well, it's been an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, longer than I expected.
Really?
Johnny come lately Farron has fucking showed up 15 minutes late.
I come lately like a couple minutes. I wasn't too
Yeah,
far
you know,
behind.
fucking, yeah. But when do we ever start at 6 o'clock? And I did. I'm like, fuck it, let's get it rolling, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And then
Started
John
at
knocks
6 in
on
the
the
morning.
fucking door. I'm like, oh man, he's like 3 minutes late. Actually, I was 3 minutes early. You know, we're usually running about 6:05 or so. So, yeah, man, we'll have to have some more shit. I got to write up on here. Do
And then the
more.
next week, you could look into a band called Deadly Serious.
Deadly Serious. Write that down.
Deadly cereal.
Deadly Serious.
Serious.
For
Serious.
For
Deadly.
And
Like I'm
next
deadly
week,
serious.
I do believe it's a birthday.
You stole my pen, you bastard.
His birthday
Isn't it Abby's birthday?
next weekend.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Is there a
no.
pen on that
Also-
table?
So yeah, if we
So it's going to be an
Maybe.
Abby show?
we could stream while we're while we're all
What?
over.
No, are you going to write it up on the whiteboard?
The whiteboard.
the mirror?
Well, the mirror. Yeah, we're using dry erase markers on the mirror.
It
Hey,
works.
It fucking works, man.
Yeah.
So what this I saw this guy down here 30 years ago, and he actually changed his name. Deadly Serious,
No shit.
and he had a band that was called Deadly Serious. He used to play down at the power station down on Wickham Road.
That's a hell of a name. Power station.
Yeah. And I remember going there and seeing him, and I had at one time a cassette tape with like this makeshift artwork on it, you know, and they were giving them out for a couple bucks or whatever.
But they're on YouTube.
I wonder if they're around somewhere, you know,
I'll bet we'll find it somewhere.
because that's his legal name, or it was at the time.
That's funny shit.
We'll just Google
so
or
if you do Facebook
YouTube.
or some
yeah.
shit, or just Google it or Facebook or
Deadly Serious
you know,
Band.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like a fusion punk, hardcore.
So like crossover, like
And,
crossover thrash.
I remember that we were in there and there was a bunch of skins in there, and they were just nasty, straight laced, and they didn't want anything to do about having a good time. They just want to hurt people.
That's kind of what they do at like fucking hardcore and metal shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are the people who get stomped by Stewart and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, get thrown across the room unintentionally.
Alright.
Whoops.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
I saw a video of this guy. He jumped up on stage thinking he was going to be all willy-nilly. Woo! And this fucking security guard threw this motherfucker. He pushed him. And he went 12 feet. And he was 5 feet off on the stage. And he's like swimming in air. Boom! Right into the chairs. I hope he broke your neck, you piece of shit.
Well, it sounds like me at the fucking Haven. I tossed that guy about 12 feet. And it wasn't down, it was across the fucking floor.
You tossed somebody at
Yeah.
Haven?
In the pit.
Yeah,
It's
remember,
pretty
he
easy to get
fucking-
away with.
I'm trying to protect the chicks, and they know better. And the fucking guy came in, he looked at me, and he fucking, and you know what? Fucking, he went whoom.
He hit you?
No, he fucking came reeling into me.
From the
and-
pit.
and
The
he
pit's
hit me,
right next
and
to
I
the
didn't
stage.
move very
I
much.
mean,
And
bar.
I fucking turned around and I just shoved him right across the fucking floor, and he fell over.
That's funny shit.
Dude, it gets rough.
And-
in the
and,
Haven,
well,
though.
see,
the
the
Haven
funny-
gets rough.
Yeah, see, the funny thing is,
You know.
is Stuart looks over
I sprained
like
my ankle in
like
there,
he
too.
can fucking
I saw a
smell
obituary
blood in
there.
the water like a shark. Stuart looks over and like, fuck's going on?
Yeah.
What was that one dude was chasing this younger kid who was like, you know, trying to start a pit. Like an older guy,
Oh, yeah.
bigger older guy.
Bigger, older guy
And
was
like the
being a dick.
younger kid, yeah, was just trying to, you know, was just enjoying
Then
himself.
we walked over there and it's like, hey, you need to,
Yeah.
yeah, just let it be.
It's
Yeah.
like, dude, if you don't, I don't know. It's like you gotta kind of. A lot of them venues, especially like, you know, smaller venues in, you know, anyone's local town, like especially you know here in Orlando, you got to know where the fucking pits are, and you just got to stay the fuck away. If you
Stay away from the pit.
you know, like a lot of people too that like aren't really like into metal. Say like my wife, for example, like her first metal show was a fucking Overkill show, and she saw that pit and she like freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
One thing I haven't been in, because I love pit. I love the pit life.
Yeah, you do. You broke your hand.
There's the Wall of Death.
I've been in one of those at the Haven.
At the Haven,
Warbringer.
how the fuck do you pull that off in there?
You just do.
It's like this. All right, go.
Yep.
It's not 50 on one and 50 on the other, and they're like, "Rah." I like to go to a huge show, outdoors,
Huge.
with 400 people out listening, and then they're like, all right, motherfuckers,
I'm on a Mars.
you guys get over there, you guys get over there. When I count down, you're gonna fucking kill each other.
Yeah.
Monomarth
Yeah.
does that. Anthrax does that.
Anthrax is
Exodus
one of the
does
fucking
that.
biggest pits, man.
Yeah. Oh my god, the biggest pit I ever saw that I got sucked into was an Anthrax show.
Yeah.
Opening for
It's
Slayer.
like a magnet. You can't fight it.
Cotton
You
Mosh.
just,
Yep.
that's right.
Yep.
Love that. I'd love to see Anthrax. I've never seen
They're
them.
gonna be here next month.
We were
House
talking
of
about them
Blues.
last week, I think.
With fucking Black Label Society.
I gotta get some money.
Gotta get some shekels.
Gotta get them shackles. Maybe I will put a little post out there, see what kind of honeys want some white white WC. BWC, I'm sorry. BWC. That's all bad.
Jesus
Snuffleupagus,
Christ.
baby. Probably none.
Hey, worst case scenario, give them a discount and tell them they have to wear a paper bag.
Can I call you Buckethead?
It's just, I don't think you're unattractive. This is just a fetish of mine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick this big old KFC bucket over your
Yeah.
head.
And then
Or
my
this
foot.
paper bag.
And then my foot's going on top of that.
You know, let's try something new.
Prepare to be dominated.
Let's experiment.
You in the race house? No? That's a good start.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
All right. So we're waiting for the man to sign off here? Or?
I think so.
All right.
Sheldon, fuck in here.
Yeah, cool. I was glad I could make it. Ran over on work a little bit, but it's right down the road.
Man,
So
gotta make them shekels.
it's going good.
Host, we're waiting for you. Just to say goodbye or good night to
Talking a bunch of shit.
what few viewers we have.
What have you been doing for viewers, anyways?
Yeah, what do we got for views?
1, 2 per show, and then
So what? Crystal and Abby?
Well, Aaron was watching because
Aaron was?
I told him we'd review our mead. I don't know if he still is after we got political, but
well, it says viewers, but then it says users in chat, and that's a longer list. So I don't.
Can you read what they're saying?
They're not saying anything at the moment.
we might have better success streaming on like Facebook. If you like start a Facebook page
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
you
just
know,
do a Metal Perspective Facebook.
and then we add, you know, like you send people, you know, invites to like and follow the page,
Yeah. On.
and then they'll get the notification when we go live.
On YouTube though, we've been averaging about 10 views a video.
That's because there's a lot more people on YouTube.
All right.
There he is.
Yes, that's right. What are we
We've been
ending
waiting
with?
for you. We've been ready to sign off.
Oh, you could have
Japanese
signed off.
heroes are like, I like these guys.
Yeah.
About that metal
So-
music I like.
Yeah, sorry, I was making dinner.
It's all good.
So, anyway. Well, anyway, I guess that ends the show. We had some great meat. Thanks to
That's really
Aaron
good.
Job.
Really good.
It was
Thanks,
pretty
Aaron.
good. It was really good. Thank you, Aaron. And talked about some shit. Got deep balls in the politics. I think what we need to do is pick a movie, start reviewing a movie,
Great.
pick an album.
Metal
Like we
Lords.
were supposed to, yeah, Metal Lords. Pick an album. We got to pick an album, new one. We do. Well, shit, they all come
Surf
out in September.
Nicaragua.
Shit. Surf
I was
Nicaragua.
gonna say, so far there hasn't been
That's
many.
some good
Yeah, there
metal
hasn't
shit
been very
right there.
many new albums.
Sacred Reich.
But yeah, we started doing the just reviewing albums. We need to pick an album.
Well, yeah, after the Bass Strikes Back, review we did.
Yeah.
I had my Death Angel album, and I can't do a review for shit, but
No.
I mean, I don't really know how to rate an album from like 1 to 10 or how percentage wise.
I do it. I do it. If
I like it or
it,
I don't. That's my fucking
Sounds
review.
good.
I mean,
Really good or really shitty.
Well, you
Well,
can
no,
use
I mean,
our
you
system.
can
You
say,
can
hey,
do 2
10
horns,
songs.
1 horn, broken.
Yeah, but no, I just do it like that. If
I mean, I can
like
tell
most
you-
of it, and
And I can tell you like what my fucking favorite flawless albums are that I won't skip a track on. But
well, see if you're skipping tracks and you got like a fucking busted horn. Or,
Yeah.
Well, you're listening to Metallica, probably.
Anyway. But anyway,
I don't know, man.
yeah.
Kill 'Em All and Ride the Lightning, I can play without skipping a track.
Yeah, the early stuff. We talked about that last
Yeah.
week too. But
Fucking Death Symbolic, I can play without
Yeah.
skipping a track.
Fuck yeah.
Exhorter, fucking Slaughter. Both out like their first 2 albums, Slaughter in the Vatican and the Law, I can play without skipping a track.
Yeah.
Exodus, fucking Temple of the Damned, I can play without skipping a track. Like it's Bonded
Yeah.
by Blood, obviously.
No,
all of those Warrant albums, I just can't stop listening to them.
Cherry
And
Pie.
it's not necessarily like you have to rate it on a number
whatever.
system.
Yeah.
It's just you just say what you like about the album and
Yeah.
what you think could draw somebody to it.
Well,
And what drew you
I
to
can do my horn thing, but their albums
Iced
I can
Earth.
rate them.
Yeah.
Iced Earth, the Dark Saga. It's probably my favorite Iced Earth album. That and Burn Offerings.
Shit,
And
yeah.
Horror Show.
Anyway. Well, I guess that'll do it. I am Pete. This is
Right for you.
Oh yeah, and John.
yeah, I guess he's
What
John
are you, you're
today.
the Heat now?
Yeah, and what?
You're the Heat?
I'm the Heat.
Are you?
No, I'm
the
Pete.
Heat.
Pete the Heat.
Oh,
He
Pete.
told
the
me
Heat?
I had a friend call me Pete. Hey Pete.
Oh shit.
So I said fucking stuck with it.
All right.
Stuck with it. Pete, whatever. This is quick. And this is
Sometimes when I go to a place and they ask me for my name, like a restaurant, say Arby's, they ask you for your name and you place an order. Dave,
yeah.
Bob.
F bomb diggity
Like,
dog.
here you go. This is like what?
That's my fucking
Right here.
That's my name.
Slam. Sorry.
Bubba.
We
Oh,
got ourselves a
sorry
little
about
bit of
that. Yeah, give me
Spirit
my
of
fucking
Stewart
order.
right here. So,
F-bomb diggity dog. That's
Yeah.
right.
And
Cool,
I'm
man.
Swift Jesus.
Swift Jesus. We will
Sounds
see
good.
you. Well, what's that? Oh, 2 in a pink, 1 in a stink.
Oh shit.
Oh my